Dude, episode 1!
That's crazy, bro.
Oh my
What the
God.
fuck?
If only you knew what was going down in my underparts right now. Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off.
Presented by Betr.
That sounds...
It doesn't feel...
No, it feels good. It feels natural now.
No, it doesn't.
It feels a little weird.
Yeah.
Dude, episode 1!
That's crazy, bro.
Oh
What
my
the
God.
fuck?
If only you knew what was going down in my underparts right now.
I have a feeling I could know.
Oh.
It's not that much, but it's like definitely...
Oh, no, there's...
I would say it's probably very substantial, though. Like, it could...
It's like when you wear the Lululemon pants without any underwear. You know that there's air coming in, and so you feel a little bit of friction.
I wouldn't know what that's like. I don't think I got enough.
Really?
For that
You never owned
sensation.
those?
No. Like, I just don't have enough down there for it to really to relate.
Dude,
but
don't sell yourself short. This is an exciting start to the
short.
episode. What's more Caps Off than talking about...
Dicks. Anyway,
Okay, anywho.
so football.
Yeah, so...
Dude, this is so... Like, we haven't actually recorded in so long.
There's
I'm like...
so much to talk about.
No, but it's like that, but I'm also like, all right, I feel like uncomfy. Like, you know, like in the chair, like I've done like all these like with Betr, because I've been here since January, like all these like micro pods and like all these like, it's like 2 to 5 minutes, right, with us talking. Now I'm like, all right, Jack, you got to fill an hour. Like,
we also don't have 2 other people to fill in.
I got to fucking yap, bro. We don't got Felipe ready to like just bullshit about the Cowboys.
But we can yap. We can yap.
I'm
I
gonna
definitely
yap.
talk a lot.
You can yap.
I can talk a lot. But episode 1. So when we drop this, which comes out in a couple hours,
Yeah.
a lot of people are going to have questions. People have already sent us questions to talk about. And I think the best place for us to probably start would be, because this is a recaps episode, of course, recapping what's gone on. You know, R-E, lowercase e, capital C-A-P-S, recaps.
Yeah, CC.
Play on the caps.
Should I just start because I was first, I guess? Like,
But before you go into you,
I don't even know.
I want to start off by saying that there is no bad blood between
us
two, Matan and Felipe.
Those are the boys.
Yeah.
Those are
Other
the
than the
boys.
fact that we probably hate them, there's no bad blood.
Yeah, like
at all.
Felipe said he might move to South Florida soon. We'll we'll probably hang out with him all the fucking time.
So yeah, I
Like-
want to start this episode off because we are going to talk about NFL free agency. There's so much shit that's happened, and there's a lot to unpack. And I know people have DM'd us being like, "I've been waiting for your opinions," and holy fuck, am I loaded with opinions?
Dude, you especially. Like, I've been focusing on other sports. I'm like, wait, baseball's going on too.
Well, no one
See,
can.
man.
But so let's start with Betr. Let's start with like what happened, what went wrong with us. So before you go into yourself, which everyone knew that you left, we had kind of heard that the game day was maybe looking to go in a little bit of a different direction. Not for any not for bad reasons.
Yeah,
but
like I don't know if people knew like the game day wasn't just a media conglomerate, right? There's a whole other side to it with, you know, affiliate deals and brand deals and like a whole website with betting picks. So like there was the media side and then there was the website. So it's like kind of I guess had to come to like a crossroads of which one do we kind of go with for the future.
So that's kind of like brings us to you when you decided to leave.
Yeah, so we found that out because there was you are weed. So I found that out like you call me a dick, right?
No, I get it.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so like for me personally, when I was in New York City with the game day, caps off, all that stuff, my lease was up at the end of December of 2023. So I was like, all right, I got to figure out, do I stay in New York? Is the game day going to be around long enough for me to like full on justify having a lease in New York City for another year, which is a shit ton of money. It's impossible to break leases in New York City. It's like, all right, I got to figure out what I got to do for myself.
Yeah.
One of our older bosses now works at Betr. This one guy that I know from home, Mikey Locks. I've known him for a while.
I know Mikey Locks.
Yeah, Mikey Locks, Betr Mikey Locks. I've known him for a while. Him and Tish, or I guess, well, Tish's name is out there, whatever. They've been trying to talk to me for the last like year or so, kind of being like, oh, you know, you should come to Betr if you ever want to.
If you will.
I would not say tampering. Not tampering, just casual conversations. Yeah. Like Kirk Cousins, like, yeah, he was just casually looking at homes in Atlanta.
Okay, Kirk Cousins is probably the worst example because they fucking tampered.
No, well, not legally, technically.
Just for the record, the Dolphins are the only team that gets fucking penalized for tampering. Continue.
But anyway, so eventually I kind of realized the writing might have been on the wall with, you know, the game day. Or
just your future.
Yeah, for that, it was like, I just didn't know if I would have a job for doing what I did at the game day for another year. There's nothing wrong with that. They just had to go the other way, potentially. So I was like, all right, let me talk to Betr. Like, I'm not from New York. I'm not locked into this city. And, you know, maybe Miami could be cool. So I've
been preaching that.
Talked to a shit ton of people at Betr. The more I talked to them, the more I thought this was going to be sick. Like, I can do, you know, not only a potentially football show, like Caps Off would be cool. Like, just kind of, I just kind of like the way that they ran things.
Well, it just made sense.
Yeah,
like, let's say it like this. It made sense. Like, and I want to emphasize this, that the four of us kind of met. It started with you. It started with the three of us once Jack left, of what is best for us as individuals. And we will continuously preach this, that like we were all best friends individually outside of just doing Caps Off. So
like we didn't just start Caps Off because we're like, oh, we're the four guys, we should do this.
Yeah.
Like it literally happened because we would come into work every day arguing like a motherfucker about something about the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, and then our boss told us like, oh, you guys should actually do this.
So yeah, you decided to go. It made the most sense. And so then it was myself, Matan, and Felipe, and we then just, the three of us kept on just discussing what makes the most sense of us, most sense of our time now living in New York. And for me, I've always joked about Miami. I've always said Miami about you, but I always wanted to move back home. So that was something at that point, I'd been in New York for 6 years. Matan is from that area. He's from Jersey. So
all his friends,
he always kind of wanted to stay there, and his life was there, which makes all the sense in the world. And then Felipe, throughout the NFL season, and a lot of people don't know this, and I know a lot of people clowned him for it, which fuck them for doing that, is he was always building a podcast consulting business on the side. He's always been interested in entrepreneurship and
like creating your own hours, your own schedule, your own life, which I think is sick. I would never have the balls to do that.
Oh, no,
personally.
not at all. But Felipe's different. He also has like 12-pack of abdomens.
Yeah, I have keg. But like
so whatever. We talked it over, and it just made the most sense for us to go in our separate ways. Discontinue Caps Off because Matana got a great offer to go to overtime and get to stay in New York.
One of the biggest sports media companies in the world. So like, that's
and he's
sick.
killing it, and he's so happy there. And then Felipe wanting to follow this passion of his and really go full time on it.
And it's cool too because you can do it wherever you want. So like he's been in Brazil the last 3 months, just fucking chilling on this sick house in the mountains of Brazil with a pool and a dog. And I'm like, dude, like Miami's sick, but that's crazy.
It's crazy.
Like, it's
so yeah,
sick.
Felipe decided to move to Brazil, go all in on consulting. He wanted to do that. We supported him. It made the most sense in the world.
He's already making a solid amount doing it.
And then for Matan to be able to stay. So I think there were a lot of questions of why the two of us, kind of ended up here, and then what happened, why not all four of us. It just made the most sense as we'll preach, best friends.
You just saw Matan, like a week ago in New York, too?
Yeah, exactly. It made the most sense for us Jack and I always wanted to kind of continue doing this. We had built this community. Betr is kind of where it came in to play, and we'll kind of go into that next phase because we are recapping everything. And then Matan and Felipe being able to go do their own thing, explore their passions. So that's kind of where we landed of, hey, that's probably why Super Bowl is our last episode.
Would we love to have all the four of us here 100%. In Miami doing this? Fuck yeah, of course. But like life's not like that.
Yeah,
like,
life doesn't work.
Yeah.
So let's bring it to Betr, right? Yeah. You obviously talked about yourself coming here, and there was always interest for you.
I really surely came over, came here.
Yep. Nice.
Yep.
Okay, you're horny.
Always.
But yeah, we always wanted to go to a place that just made the most sense for who we were as individuals. And just seeing what Betr Media and Betr was able to do on the sports betting side of things in total because of daily fantasy and sports books, it was always intriguing, right? Like Betr Media has become the fastest growing sports betting brand.
Since they launched, August 2022?
Yeah, in the last 20 months. And so...
And like, I mean, the people too that like, even before I started at Betr, like I've just met people that work for Betr and talk to them like,
good people.
This dude producer Tycho behind the scenes was
Tycho.
Actually a huge dick to me when I first met him.
Really?
Because you know why? Because we were hammering beers at Cincinnati after the DeMar Hamlin game.
Why am I not surprised?
Right? Yeah, shocker. But
congrats, by the way, on still being alive.
This is a story about. You can come here and talk if you want about Tycho, defend yourself, but I'm not going to let you right now. Like, so Tycho's my boy now, but when we met, it was right after we started Caps Off, like the DeMar Hamlin year. We probably had 45,000 followers on TikTok, and Tycho's talked to me. He's like, yo, so like, what do you do? Like, cause like Tish is there, obviously. Like our old boss from the game day was over at Betr at this point. So he's like, yo, come through for some beers. Like we have this bar rented out. DeMar Hamlin almost died, so she's like, come chill.
Hey,
so I meet fucking Tycho there, and all of Handshake Bet's great guys, right? Chicago dudes. Oh, I used to live in Chicago. And then Tycho's like, oh, what do you do for a living? And I'm like, so I work at game day right now. I do social media, but I also have this football podcast starting to do pretty well. Handshake Bet's what he runs right now, like, has a lot of followers.
Way more.
And they probably had like 100-something K at the time of this. And I was, he's probably had big head, think he's a hot shot. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, how big is it? I show him, he goes 40. He's like, oh, that's cool, man. Ooh. Like, just
Fuck you, Tycho.
Yeah, fuck you. Like, I was like, dude, it is pretty cool. Like, sorry, I'm not as big as you in handshake bets, dickhead. But now he's like my best friend in Miami. So yeah, but
So everything starts off like shit.
Yeah. But
some of my best friends
anyway,
now,
like I met like him and a bunch of other guys at Betr, and I was like, they're actually a bunch of really cool dudes. Like I feel like this would be a good fit eventually down the line, potentially. So
yeah, tampering. Yeah, Betr. And it kind of the best way to put it is that Betr Media in its entirety and what they were building, what Mikey Locks was building, what Joey Levy, Jake Paul, the whole team, what they were building was super. Derek, obviously, JoJo.
Oh, Derek's the man.
What everyone was building was super intriguing for us. So you obviously went first. To find a way to get Caps off to Betr was always the most important thing. So over these last couple of months, while people were like, I wish you guys could keep going.
Oh, people are like, I can't believe you sold out to go to Betr and like.
We were trying to make this happen.
I'm like, guys, you don't know the plan.
We were trying to make it happen.
I can't say the plan. But.
Officially, we made it happen.
Yeah.
This has been in the works for a couple of months. We are here now. I'm not officially moved to Miami back home, but I will move in the summer.
You will?
I will be moving at the end of June. You're
here.
here.
What exact address so people know where to send you flowers?
I've actually found the address. I'm seeing apartments this week, but
Edgewater.
Don't know yet specifically, but it's very exciting, right? To be able to move to Miami, go all in on Betr. Everyone
you guys should move into Tycho's apartment that he's vacating. Anyway.
Oh, we could move to Tycho's apartment. Yes. Do you have?
Can I move in with you and your fiance?
Yes, of course you can. We are getting a 2-bedroom. Or
Tycho wants to move in with the. Tycho would actually you feel like a good like pet. Like no, like because you're like cute, nice.
He's just there. Yeah,
you'd be like a good pet.
Like
him and Coda would be boys.
Yeah, Coda would love you.
So Coda's Adam's actual dog.
Anywho, so it's very exciting to be able to be here with Betr. Obviously, we're here in the podcast studio at the warehouse. Excited to show people kind of what the office looks like, the shit that we can do.
It's sick, dude. I play 9 holes of golf in the simulator every day.
Sick.
It's awesome.
It's really, really cool. And being at Betr just makes the most sense for us for the future of Caps Off.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to be able to convert everyone to Betr's content. If you don't already follow them, to be able to play Betr picks on the Betr app and set daily fantasy lineups.
1000x payouts.
1000x is crazy.
Yeah,
before we jump into recapping NFL free agency and being able to talk about the actual sport that we have a podcast on, we're running 2 specific things as our launch of Betr. Betr is launching 2 specific promos with us.
With your boys.
To help us. So that first one is a free-to-play game for the NFL Draft. So Jack and I made 8 questions, and if you answer all 8 questions correctly in the Betr app.
There you go.
That's good. That was good, right?
Boy, come on, see what you got.
If you answer all 8 correctly, you have a chance to win $10,000. And they're good questions, too. They're very
good. They're not just like, oh, will, Caleb Williams get picked higher or less than a half? Like, obviously, he's going fucking first overall. Like, is the painted nails one in there?
The painted nails one, I think,
that's
is in
a
there.
fun one.
That's a
good
one.
It's like Caleb Williams over, under, like...
a half a painted nail.
Or, sorry, more or less than half a painted nail.
Correct.
You'll have painted nails.
Yeah, so...
Bears colors.
Make sure to go play that free-to-play game in the Betr app. Download that. Have a chance to win $10,000.
Yeah.
And it's very near and dear to our heart that they were able to launch that for the draft week.
Yeah.
The second one we're running is a Caps Off special promotion if you download Betr and play Betr picks. So the first 100 people, 100, to download, 3 digits, good point. The first 100 people to download Betr and put in promo code CAPS OFF. I think it's in all caps because that would make sense.
That would make a lot of sense, but I think it's also not case sensitive, so it's probably easy.
Okay, but it sounds.
But if it is, it's definitely in all
sounds
caps.
cooler. Yeah. So if you do that, if you deposit up to $250, we will match. No sweater, first Betr, right? That's what it's called.
That is what it's called, right?
Maybe no.
It's a no sweat first entry.
First entry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, for your lineups. I mean, personally, I'm making a lineup every single day with baseball.
Bro, we're not doing this.
I'm going to get hot.
We're not doing this.
I'm going to get hot.
How many have you hit so far?
I'm going to get hot.
Right.
Just
cool.
wait. I'm going to get
hot. But yeah,
hot.
so first 100 people to download Betr, use CAPS OFF as the promo code. We'll get a $250 no
CAPS
sweater.
off with the caps are, I think,
Betr.
on if it's case sensitive.
Yep. So yeah, first 100, make sure to do that and sign up. Recaps time?
NFL.
Link in bio? Is that what it is?
Link in bio.
Yeah.
I'll throw the
We'll film CTAs after.
Yeah, we'll be good. I'm not too worried about it. But I just wanted to before
Tycho,
we
what
jump into
timestamp
football.
is this? What timestamp we can cut it?
1853.
1853.
So whatever.
timestamp?
Just wanted to flag that 2 big promotions that we're running with Betr as the first week of Caps Off launches. So
helped your boys
make
out.
sure to tune into that. Support your boys. All right, hey.
NFL time.
Woo-wee.
Football time.
Wait,
Football time.
Hold on.
Oh. Chug it. No, finish it.
I want some more.
No, finish it.
I want some more fantasy vibe. Okay. Any hoozle. Where do we start? Dude, so much fucking shit has happened.
All I'm saying, let me start it with this.
Oh.
Remember what I said about a year and a half? I don't even know. I think it was about a year and a half ago or so.
Were we at the draft?
Oh, no. Yes, it was exactly a year ago about. What did I say?
Holy shit, it was a year ago to this day.
Yeah, so what did I say a year ago when the Texans drafted Will Anderson and CJ Stroud? What did I say?
Probably like
Texans
frauds.
2025 Super Bowl champs?
No, probably
did I say
last
that?
in the division.
I fucking called it. I knew it. I knew it was happening.
Congrats,
The
Shaq.
Texans, I'm telling you, the Texans are the second best team in the AFC right now.
What the fuck?
Easily.
Oh, wait. So the first of the Chiefs?
Yeah, anyone with Patrick Mahomes, it can be Patrick Mahomes and my high school JV team. They'd probably still be the best team in the NFL. Like,
good point. You're a dog. Congrats on your huddle.
Dude, I was actually sick.
You had one
saw my highlight.
You had one sick catch.
Highlight, singular.
Singular.
But no, like the Texans are by far, they're the only team I think in the AFC that can actually compete with the Chiefs now.
Ravens.
Nope.
Healthy Bengals.
No.
Dolphins.
No.
Jets.
No. Dude, come on. It's the Jets.
Yeah, but still
That's
Aaron
funny.
Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, what, 42?
Who the fuck else am I missing? Why am I forgetting AFC teams?
You got a 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers on drugs.
Deshaun Watson at 70% and the Browns on the field.
On the field.
Pretty
No.
damn good team.
I think the Texans are going to make that jump that we saw the Bengals take when they went to the Super Bowl a couple years ago. You have this young quarterback that you spent some capital on. You have, I don't know. There's something about this Texans team, I think.
There is something about it. They're doing it.
They're doing it all right.
The Texans are building exactly how you'd want to see a team be built.
Yeah.
I will say this because they got Diggs, and that's a big free agency. Like, yes, they got,
the thing is, like, it's not. We are not going to get the Stephon Diggs of 2-3 years ago, right? But
I
when you
don't
pair
agree with that.
Stephon Diggs with Nico Collins and Tank Dell, that's disgusting.
it's ridiculous.
Then Joe Mixon.
And Daniil Hunter they get.
Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson is probably arguably the best pass rushing duo in the league now.
It's very similar to Myles Garrett and Zadarius Smith of last year.
Yeah.
The Texans are building everything right in this correct way.
Think about how sick that defense is going to be with DeMeco Ryans, who's already an awesome defensive head coach.
I have multiple thoughts to this because I think when the Texans traded for Stephon Diggs and Nico Collins instantly became a top 5 wide receiver duo in the NFL. And you could plug and play with Tank Dell or Nico.
Tank's there and it's
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But Stephon Diggs and one of those two instantly make a top 5 wide receiver duo in the NFL. And it ain't fucking close either. Because I'll tell you what, I know a lot of people are going to...
I had to think on it, but I think we're giving Nico Collins a little too much credit when we put him in the conversation of like a Jamar T. T is better than him.
Let's unpack that. Let's just, because I have so many thoughts on this and I've made a duo ranking already. We're going to talk about that.
We've gone over it.
But Stephon Diggs, everyone's going to point to how he performed late in the season last year. How the fuck are we not going to understand that there's a correlation between the fact that Ken Dorsey, Miramani High School legend, congratulations.
Yep.
When he was fired, first of all, let's backtrack. When he was there, Stephon Diggs was pure hooper hours, right?
Sick.
Popping off the early part of the season. Doing well. Then he gets fired. Joe Brady takes over. What happens? He sucks. Is there not a correlation between play calling and schematics? Yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
Of course. So to think that Stephon Diggs is not this guy anymore because of how he performed last year is nonsense. Let me get him in the 3rd round in fucking fantasy. You're fucked. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
let's start there. Stephon Diggs still a top 8 elite wide receiver. And the only reason
I'd probably still put him 6.
Okay, exactly.
If you wanted to
exactly.
ask me where I put Stephon Diggs.
Exactly. So now you have that. When it comes to Nico Collins is a guy that even though he's been around for...
We have to remember Nico Collins he played a lot better once Tank Dell went down. So it's like...
Of course, but Nico Collins' best season is better than T. Higgins' best season he ever had, is better than Jalen Waddle's season that he's ever had.
Yeah, Jalen Waddle. Yeah.
Well, fuck off, respectfully. So to me, to say that Nico Collins, we can't say yet, or to not credit Stephon Diggs and Nico Collins as a top 5 wide receiver duo in the NFL after this trade, even if you want to put Tank down there, Nico Collins has outperformed these guys. So I'm going to give credit where credit is due.
All right, fair.
There's no denying that. We're going to talk about another team because I think that there was another duo that was formed. But when it comes to the Texans, you now pair a top 5 wide receiver duo with Joe Mixon, who will now run behind a better offensive line than the Bengals ever had.
Dolphins legend.
Dolphins legend, because he set up this team, of course. We can't forget that. And then you had Daniil Hunter, where you mentioned Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson are arguably the best pass rushing duo in the NFL.
You have Derek Stingley already still. Jimmy Ward's coming back. They have couple of backup linebackers from the Niners that were fucking sick, like very much starter level worthy. They're going to be there. Like,
I'll give you credit on the Texans being one of the most elite teams in the AFC, but I won't go as far as say they're second best team in the AFC.
I just don't think now with the additions that they have, I don't think any team can compete with them on that level besides the Chiefs, just because the Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes. If you look at roster wise, the Texans have a better roster than the Chiefs. It's not that close. I don't think.
You're probably
The Chiefs just have God at quarterback.
well, God's pretty important. Would you say?
Hey, they have God.
I mean, a lot of people are religious, so it's very important to them.
Hey, happy Passover.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Happy holiday, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay, cool.
For
Just
the,
wanna make sure.
somewhat in the middle.
Ally.
In the middle. Yeah, congratulations, by the way,
appreciate
on being
that.
an
Yeah.
ally. I will say this, though, because we were talking about the wide receiver duo. The Texans wide receiver trio of Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, and Tank Dell is arguably the best wide receiver trio in the NFL. And I'll go as far as to say that trio is better than Jamar T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd ever were.
Okay, I disagree with that.
Okay.
I think the Bengals trio is better.
Why?
I think I think Jamar is pretty leaps and bounds better than Diggs right now.
Right now, because
Yes.
he's younger, but I'll
Yes.
still...
And I know you said Nico Collins' season was better than T's best season. I still think T. Higgins is just a better receiver than Nico Collins. I'd rather have T. Higgins on my team than Nico Collins. And Tyler Boyd versus Tank Dell, I'll take the experience of Boyd. Tank's probably better right now. But like you're telling me as a trio, I think that Bengals trio clears the Texans trio.
I don't
and
think
it's
so
not
at all.
to say the Texans trio is bad. It's probably, if we're saying that those are, because technically the Bengals do have that trio besides Boyd right now, I guess.
No,
They
Boyd's a
don't.
free agent.
Yeah, and I'm wrong. But I think if you look at those two trios, like the Bengals have 2 out of 3, and that Boyd
Nah, see,
versus
I don't agree with
Tank
that.
Dell is not that close.
See, I don't
Or
agree.
no, I think it is close. It is close.
I think
But
because, and as I mentioned, I think Nico is better than T. Higgins.
do you really think that, or just like the one season that Nico had?
No, because even when he had Davis Mills,
Dude, Stanford legend.
he was popping off and great neck.
Yeah, awesome neck.
When Nico Collins was with Davis Mills, he was still objectively a good fucking wide receiver. When T. Higgins had fucking what's the Washington boy's name?
Washington boy?
Yeah, Jake.
Jake Browning.
Jake Browning. What did
Yeah.
he wasn't. Not only was he not really healthy, but
Yeah,
he
so
did.
he
It's not like he was
wasn't
a dominant wide receiver. And Nico had great moments when he was with Davis Mills.
T though, and in Joe's rookie year was sick. He was really good before they got Jamar. He was a wide receiver 1.
That's
like,
fair.
You
That's
saw
fair.
T.
I'll give
Higgins,
you- I'll
and you're
give you
like,
that.
he is a wide receiver 1.
But I will say, and I got to give credit. Nico's best season is better
That's
than
why
whatever T's
people
done.
thought when the Bengals drafted Jamar, they were like, oh, they should have got Penei Sewell because they already have T as a 1.
Fair, but I would take the Texans trio, and that's just because
I think it's a very similar move what the Texans did to the Bengals, though, where it's like you have T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. That's a great duo, right?
Yeah.
But let's add that guy that's like an alpha, like an alpha. Because
It's elite.
I don't think T or Nico are alphas, but they are wide receiver 1s. You add that alpha.
1Bs.
Yes, but they're 1s,
Yes.
right? Like you're not mad if they're your wide receiver 1.
Okay, but we've talked about this off the pod. At what point? Because there have been a lot of people that shit on Joe Burrow and his success, and I love shitting on Joe
Who's
Burrow,
that?
and I will
Who did
continue
that?
to do
You?
Oh, I shit on Joe Burrow. I'll
I
take it
know,
all
yeah,
day.
and I'm just making yourself
It's a
call
good point.
yourself out.
Way to context.
Yeah.
At what point do we begin to shit on CJ Stroud when he has success? Let me explain. Let me give context. Because a lot of people shit on Joe Burrow for the weapons. I do it, right? You were born into this system.
Yeah.
Great weapons. However, CJ Stroud, in his second year, is now going to have Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell, Joe Mixon, Nico Collins, fucking
Sick
what's
offensive
white
line.
boy for Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz.
Good offensive line. Like, he
Dude,
arguably has a better system
He does.
in place.
No, CJ Stroud in year 2 will have a better system in place than Joe Burrow's ever had.
Yes.
Like, and we're going to start, and I will be doing it too because I called Texans 2025 Super Bowl champs, so I will be
by the way,
guzzling mayhaps. And, like, everyone's going to be just dick riding fucking CJ Stroud saying, like,
I'll do
oh
it.
my God, this guy is the best quarterback in the league, not named Patrick Mahomes. Holy shit. I'll probably say that multiple times this year. I guarantee that. But, like, people are going to be doing that while they look at Joe Burrow and they're like, well, the system around Joe Burrow, like, he's really only good because of that. He really benefited from that. Meanwhile, the Texans have a way better system in place right now for CJ Stroud. No one's going to talk shit on him. Guarantee you. But I don't know what it is about Joe Burrow, Joe Shiesty. Like, maybe it's because he, like, kind of dresses like a bit of a tool that people, like, kind of shit on him. I don't know what it is. Like,
Okay, so two thoughts there. One, yeah, I'm going to continue shit on him, and I'm going to
Yeah, no,
praise
you will.
CJ Stroud. Two, the reason I'm going to do that is because still a part of that draft class. And for me, I will always be salty. It's where my Justin Herbert hate comes
good
from.
point, yeah.
It's where everything stems from. So you just have to let the man be.
yeah. But actually, though, like, why are people not giving Joe Burrow any credit for that, and why is everyone going to give? Or maybe it's just maybe I'm brainwashed from you and Felipe shit on Joe Burrow so much. Maybe not that many people actually shit on Joe Burrow for the system around him, but I feel like it happens.
Well,
Like, why are we shitting on him? But
here's what I'd say. Is I think that in the NFL, we get way too carried away with quarterback performance when they don't have help. And when I say that, it's like, let's take Justin Fields, for example. Justin Fields is a guy that only had DJ Moore, right? Like, that finally got DJ Moore, and
Darnell
DJ Moore
Mooney
still put up.
ass.
Darnell Mooney was ass. finally gets some help, and
Psycho
Justin
the Bears
Fields
fans,
isn't able to really like take that leap. When it comes to seeing a Jalen Hurts leap, happens with AJ Brown. Tua leap comes with Tyreek Hill. Josh Allen leap comes with Stephon
You
Diggs.
have to remember Jalen Hurts, Shane Steichen merchant.
Of course.
Think about that.
He probably is. But so I just think when it comes down to like the Joe Burrow aspect, you were born into an amazing talent pool, and so it's always going to be used as to discredit because it stems from like this biased fandom, which it 100% does. Because I've always said, get to a wide receiver one, like watch what will be able to happen. You get Jalen Hurts, so we've seen that. So I think ultimately there's something to like the Texans because they were at the bottom of the barrel, and then they just happened to get hyped up. And there was like less hype around CJ because he wasn't the number one pick, that people will not necessarily discredit it, if that makes sense. Whereas Joe being the number one pick, you always come with expectations. Now people want to shit on him, like myself. Did I?
No, it makes sense, I guess. I just don't agree with it.
But I will say, because you mentioned it, and I've seen a lot of comments on it, CJ Stroud is not a top 5 quarterback right now. Can we agree on that?
I agree on that. You know what? Actually, what grinds my gears a little more.
I know it. Please say it. Say
when
it.
people say Jordan Love's a top 5 NFC quarterback right now, I don't think that's true. What did you think I was going to say?
Something about Jordan Love, but like I didn't know we were going to go NFC niche.
Oh well, he
might be.
It really grinds my gears when people say Jordan Love's a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. Well, then fix your
fucking gears. He might be. If CJ Stroud's in the top 10, then Jordan Love also has to be in the top 10. Jordan Love had a better fucking year than him. What?
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Show me.
Where's my phone?
Yeah.
Tycho, can we pull that fucking shit up right now?
There's no dude. Jordan Love was like miserably bad for like a third of the season.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If I pull these stats up, if I am correct and Jordan Love had a better year than CJ Stroud, what are you going to do? Apologize already?
Maybe I'll apologize. I don't know.
This is weird though.
I'm a Jordan Love hater.
This isn't really fair.
It's not really fair. Why do you
Jordan
think
Love had
it's not
way
fair,
less.
Psycho?
Yeah. All right. So Jordan Love.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Oh my god.
What?
All right. So Jordan Love.
Wait.
I got it up. Jordan Love finished the year with 4,100 passing yards.
Okay.
32 touchdowns, 11 INTs.
Okay. 32 touchdowns, 11 INTs.
You want pass rating and QBR? 96, but QBR 62.
Okay. Now
let's pull up CJ Stroud.
Yep.
Because, by the way, let's just credit Jordan Love. That's fire.
No, it's sick. 11
rookie? Because he's also a rookie. We got to keep that in mind.
11
First
interceptions.
year.
I don't really like that. So.
All right, but force it a little bit. Matthew Stafford led the NFL 90s. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is CJ Stroud, 4,100 passing yards.
Okay.
Very similar.
Yep.
23 touchdowns.
Okay.
Jordan Love clears. 5 INTs. So more efficient, but and then when it comes to passer rating, he had a better pass rating. QBR was lower. Jordan Love had a better year than CJ Stroud.
No, you can't definitively say that then. The stats do not back up that it was definitively better.
If I did a blind taste test and we talked about 23 touchdowns to 5 INTs to, 32?
Dude,
Hold on.
Jordan Love has double the amount of interceptions as CJ Stroud, and CJ Stroud's only getting better.
So is Jordan Love. He had 32.
Yeah, I know.
32 touchdown passes
I heard that.
with less of a supporting cast.
Oh, you love their supporting cast.
I do, but like...
No, last year you could actually probably argue that the Packers had a better supporting cast.
Okay, so regardless of where you stand on it, if you think he's better or not, if you're going to say CJ Stroud's in the top 10, Jordan Love also, because their stats are
I'm a
eerily
Jordan
similar.
Love hater, so I'm not going to do that. I don't like Jordan Love.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's crazy.
The thing that pissed me off is a lot of people put him over Brock Purdy as a quarterback. I think that's fucking insane. I think it's fucking insane. Because... Dude, if you actually, so if we're going to look at statistically, Brock Purdy is a far better quarterback than Jordan Love. It's not even close. But everyone's going to put Jordan Love over Brock Purdy all the fucking time, and it pisses me off. Why do we get a cherry pick when stats actually fucking matter?
Not because we're biased.
Wait. What are we cherry picking?
Dude, since Brock Purdy entered the league.
The sacks that he has only 2 less than Jordan Love, that's the only stat besides...
We talking about CJ Stroud or Brock Purdy?
This is Brock Purdy. Yeah. I'm getting fucking pissed.
How many yards did Brock Purdy have last year?
80 more.
80 more. Okay, so you had more.
By the way, Brock
what about
Purdy
completion percentage? Who had a better completion percentage?
By the way,
who had better QBR? Who had better passer rating?
By the way, Brock Purdy should be in it.
Better passer rating.
By the way, Brock Purdy should probably be a top 10 quarterback, but I want to get back on track.
No one's going to do it. But that's where
that's fair. That's fair. But I'm just saying, if we're going to say CJ Stroud, okay, let's start here. CJ Stroud, not a top 5 quarterback. We agree on that. Okay. If he's in that 6 through 10, which
I think he's around like 8.
Do you agree that Jordan Love, based off of what you just saw in those stats, should probably also be in that conversation? No. Why?
Because I just don't like him.
No. Please put your bias aside. Please.
No, that's not what we do.
Yes, no, please. Just be objective here, please. You just heard the stats.
It probably goes CJ Stroud and then Jordan Love.
Okay. So
And Brock Purdy over both of them.
I don't give a fuck however you want to rank it is fine, but I feel strongly about C.J. Stroud not being a top 5 quarterback. He needs to show this another year, and he's going to have these weapons. Let's not jump it up like the same way, because we did it with Joe Burrow right away.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow has one good year. We throw him into that. He goes to the Super Bowl. Now he's the second best quarterback. He ain't that. So, no.
Still might. I mean, Lamar's probably 2 now, but yeah.
Oh, we can make quarterback rankings off the fucking dome.
Yeah,
if
we don't
got to
do that right now.
We'll do it on tomorrow's episode. We'll do it on the Wednesday episode. But I've decided, before we go into the next thing I want to talk about, I've decided how I'm going to start making my rankings, and it's one specific way, and it's like, can I take this quarterback right now? That's how I'm going to rank it.
Okay.
If that makes sense. I'm not going to factor
Sorta.
No, does it?
I don't know. Your mind doesn't make a lot of sense.
Cool. Okay, so let's jump into it, because we were talking about the wide receiver duos, and I think in this offseason, the best wide receiver duo in the NFL was formed. And I think Keenan Allen and DJ Moore are the best wide receiver duo right now. And I feel so strongly about that.
I don't hate that. I just have to think of like all the other teams that there's obviously like still Jamar and T.
Okay, and what did I say? Okay, so here's how we'll say it. Right?
Yeah.
Jamar is better than Keenan Allen, but Keenan Allen's still a top 10 wide receiver, hands down.
Oh, I think Keenan Allen's the most underappreciated wide receiver in football.
Okay, so let's say if Jamar is anywhere from like 4 to 6, depending on those elite rankings.
Probably 4, yeah.
If he's there, Keenan Allen's probably like right there.
He's probably like 7 to 9.
to 10. Yes, exactly. So Keenan Allen's fine. Jamar can be over him. But when it comes to DJ Moore, I think DJ Moore out of T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, and Devontae Smith, because I think those are your duos. Those top twos.
Yeah.
DJ Moore clears all of them. DJ Moore put up 1,400 yards.
I love his versatility too.
Bro, DJ Moore, even with Justin Fields, with everyone shits on him, had like 1,400 yards
sick
last year. Keenan Allen missed 4 games, still had like 1,300 yards receiving. We're talking about the best wide receiver duo because of how they complement each other. Keenan Allen, so criminally underrated, route running.
Maybe the best route runner in football, like low key.
And many people have said that.
Yeah.
Besides River Craycraft.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
So, yeah, I feel strongly about that. They were formed, and I think as that duo was formed, so too did the top 5 very consistently. It got made, that duo ranking.
You think that it's like pretty consistent across the board?
Yeah, you want to hear my rankings?
Well, so you go Bears. Then do you go Dolphins because you're a Dolphins guy?
Yeah, I go Tyreek, Jalen Waddle. But that's because I think Tyreek is so far ahead of the pack on the one.
Yeah, I understand, but I still would put the Bengals over as a duo.
No.
I would.
I think I'm taking Waddle. Well, I think Tyreek clears Jamar.
Yeah. Tyreek's the best receiver in football.
And then Jalen Waddle and Higgins are pretty comparable. Yes, they are.
I don't think so.
Bro, Jalen Waddle still had a better year than him, no matter what. Like what?
He was hurt. He was hurt last year. Anyway, what's your list? What's your top 5?
I got to open up my TikTok because I don't have the graphic handy. So give me a second, please, because I made a video on it.
You made a video on your personal?
Wow,
look at
yes.
you.
Thank you.
Jalen Waddle is not clear.
It's an unfortunate truth that we have to live with.
Okay. So we were just talking about my duos. This is my top 10 wide receiver duos heading into the season right now. Now, things could change because of the draft and what else could happen. But like I said, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, number 1, hands down. It ain't even, for me, I feel so, I'm not even trolling. Like, I generally believe that, and I'm a Dolphins fan.
I don't think that's an insane thing to say, though.
According to some comments, it was.
A lot of people think that.
2 was Tyreek and Waddle. It just is.
Yeah.
People, we got to respect Jalen Waddle.
I'm just not a Waddle guy. I don't know.
3, Nico Collins and Stephon Diggs.
I'd put that over the Dolphins one.
Okay, so if anything, you're putting them 2.
Yeah, I'd put the Texans 2. I'm
taking Waddle over Nico, but and Tyreek, I think, clears Stephon Diggs. 4, then I put Jamar and T. Higgins. That's where I put that to me.
You know I would flip the Dolphins then, but I'm not mad.
And then 5 was A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. And I don't think that's that questionable.
Where's Debo
6.
Brandon Ayuk?
I put 6.
You think that's worse?
You
think Debo and Ayuk is worse than A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith?
I think there's a conversation because I think I would probably take the versatility of Debo over Devontae Smith, but I still think Devontae's a better route runner and a better receiver. Debo's just more of a versatile player. Bro, and I think A.J. Brown's better than Ayuk. But Ayuk's close.
Yeah. A.J. Brown's better. I think if you rank them, it would be like A.J. Brown, Ayuk / Debo 2-3, and then Devontae Smith.
Okay.
So it's like, what do you want?
So that was my 6th, right? Yeah. Ayuk and Debo. 7th, I had Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua.
Sure. I still can't tell if they're both just products of Sean McVay, but they both do.
It doesn't matter. I'm not going to take that away from them.
They both do really well. So
8th, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
Yeah, underrated.
If Godwin could be healthy, we'd see the full form of Godwin.
I'm still so pissed Mike Evans re-signed. I wanted to see him go somewhere different.
9, I had Jettis and Jordan Addison. I just think Jettis is so far ahead of the pack, but Jordan Addison's
okay.
But he filled in a nice way.
Yeah,
when Jettis went down.
He's okay.
And then 10, which is the spiciest one, D-Hop and Calvin Ridley.
I put them up to 9, actually.
Okay. See, I don't
think
hate
that's
that.
better.
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
But Diop and Calvin Ridley, I think so many people will refuse to accept as a top 10 wide receiver duo because I think Mike Williams and Garrett Wilson were a duo that was formed in this offseason.
I think it's because they're literally on the Titans. If they had that duo on like any other team, people would probably think it's like a lot better. But just because they're wearing just those gross Titans uniforms.
And also Will Levis as their quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, we could talk about the Titans offseason because they've been good. But I think because Mike Williams and Garrett Wilson were a duo that was formed, and I just look at my list, Mike Williams and Garrett Wilson don't even clear the top 15 at this point.
Ooh, wait, I forgot about them.
No. Mike, bro, what the fuck? Garrett Wilson, yes, but what the fuck is Mike Williams?
Mike Williams, when he's healthy, is sick.
And when is that?
When he's healthy.
That never.
Specifically, when he's healthy, he's
Never. You want to talk that, bro? Get the.
I mean, I know Jettas is fucking awesome, but I think as a duo, the Jets duo is probably better than the Vikings duo.
No, I'm taking DK. I'll take DK and Tyler Lockett over them.
No, I'm not. I'm not taking DK and Tyler Lockett over those two.
Oh, I will.
Garrett Wilson and Mike Williams is far better than DK and Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett fucking clears Mike Williams.
Yeah, but I think Garrett Wilson clears DK. DK is so one-dimensional.
Garrett Wilson has the potential, but he's been a product of these bad quarterbacks.
He's been playing with Chris Trevler, Zach Wilson, motherfucking Mike White. Sorry, U School legend. Like, he's been playing with nobody. Imagine once he actually has Aaron Rodgers.
I'm looking at I'm trying to find my. I made like a.
You're talking about Chris Trevler?
Let's trying to think. Who else is there? Jaden Reed, Christian Watson.
Dude, stop. You're putting that over the Jets. That's disgusting.
Amari and Jerry Judy.
No, I'm not a Judy guy. I can't do it.
I'll take Judy over Mike Williams though.
Oh, I'll take Mike Will over
Okay,
Judy.
so they'll be top.
Judy.
All right, they'll be top.
Loves Jerry Judy.
Oh, CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks.
Now there's one I'll give you.
Okay.
I will not give you
Jerry
Judy.
I need one more. Let me reach. Let me reach.
Jerry Judy.
Jaden Reed. I'm going to reach Jaden Reed and Christian Watson.
Are you fucking serious?
No, I'm not serious, but I'm
over
trying to.
Over Garrett Wilson and Mike Williams?
Okay, so then to me, Mike Williams and Garrett Wilson end up becoming like top 4. They're top 14.
I think they're 10. I think they're in the top 10.
No, I'm taking Diop and Calvin Ridley over them.
Yeah, I'm not taking the Vikings one over
There's
them.
no one in the top 10 that I'm taking over Mike Williams and Garrett Wilson, and I feel strongly about that.
Agree to disagree, I guess. Like I don't know. I think Garrett Wilson to Mike Williams, once you have fucking Aaron Rodgers throwing to them, is going to be different.
Bro, fuck out of here. It ain't no chance.
There's no way you're taking the Packers duo over them.
No, there's not.
That would be fucking insane.
I want to talk about the Titans, though, because the Titans are not sexy. But the AFC South as a whole might be the most improved division.
The Titans low-key had like a sneaky top 3 offseason.
Tony Pollard.
That doesn't tickle my
It's
just a
name.
much.
It's just a name. Tony Pollard. Calvin Ridley.
Jerry Sneed.
Oh,
that's
my. Okay,
one.
hold on.
They had a couple other defensive signings. I forget the names, but it was solid.
I'm going to.
What?
AFC South might be one of the best divisions in the football.
Okay. Best is one word for it.
One.
It's maybe the most well-rounded, competitive division in football.
Bro.
Every team in that division could win that division.
You might see the downfall of Trevor Lawrence solely because that division is now loaded. You may never see Trevor Lawrence reach his peak.
Wait.
I mean.
Yeah. You and me can't wait for Trevor Lawrence. The fact that people think Trevor Lawrence is a top 10 quarterback is the funniest.
I think Trevor Lawrence has fallen out of the top 10.
Easily, yes.
But I will say, when it comes down to the AFC South, I think this might be the most.
Dude, we saw the Colts make the playoffs with Gardner Minshew. No hate to Gardner Minshew, but Anthony Richardson. He was sick when he was
We were talking about
healthy.
this off the pod, is that the NFL might be in its most balanced place in the last decade. Like, the NFL is so balanced right now.
There's not a Patriots dynasty team. Like, yeah, the Chiefs could do it, but it's like really just because they got
But
Mahomes.
what balances out God is the fact that the supporting cast around him is not as strong.
Yeah.
So, like, naturally, it's still balanced. Like, Patrick Mahomes has to overcome a lot more. But when you look around the NFL, there are probably 2 to 3 teams that could win each division this year.
It's actually, I mean.
AFC South, I have no fucking clue. Titans improved.
Oh, everyone besides the Panthers could win that division.
Well, because they're in the NFC South. Good point.
Oh, I thought you said NFC. My bad.
NFC South. But AFC South, anyone.
South.
NFC South is probably going to be the Falcons, and we're going to talk about Kirk because congrats on going to your tampering place.
Yeah.
AFC North, Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, Browns. That's
all
fucking a toss-up.
Every single one.
The AFC East, Dolphins, Bills, who could still win it, and the Jets. No one gives a fuck about the Patriots, but that's your 3 that's going to be.
Are the worst team in
and then the
football.
AFC West will probably be the Chiefs,
okay. The Chiefs, maybe not. I don't know. Like,
so then you go to the other side. The only other team really in like the NFC really that gets me is like the NFC West. You might only just have the Niners, but the Rams are there. The Seahawks
here's
are there.
The thing is like the Seahawks and Rams are teams that can make the playoffs any single year though. It's not like it's the Niners division. Like the Niners could easily not win that division.
Well, Sean McVay owns Kyle Shanahan.
That's just not a fact.
Is it? I think it's the opposite, right?
It's the opposite.
It's right.
Yeah.
Right. Ownership.
The only time Sean McVay's beat Kyle Shanahan in the regular season is when we played Sam Darnold.
Okay. Well, yeah, I
And
think
Sam Darnold
I think
sucked.
I think the NFL is its most balanced it's ever been because you just don't have too many super teams. So it's gonna, and maybe I'm just a
Dude, like,
prisoner of the moment.
The NFC North. Now that the Bears are like going crazy this offseason. NFC North is different.
If the Bears, and we're going to talk about it on Wednesday.
But it's Bears, Packers,
Vikings.
Well, Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
But if they do what CTSPN says,
Ooh,
that could be different. And then the Lions. Like,
oh my!
that's actually the NFC North this year is going to be the best division in football now that I think about it.
You think?
Oh, yeah. Caleb Williams is going to be sick.
I think it
year
might
one.
be all flash though. It might not be because I don't know. The Viking. I don't.
The Lions made the NFC Championship game.
If Michael Penix goes to Minnesota, stays in purple.
Justin Herbert to Minnesota?
All right, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Okay, so CTESPN, of course, one of the most
reputable
news sources in the entire game right now, has predicted that Justin Herbert will be a Viking.
Dude, if Justin Herbert goes to the Vikings, that's like one of the most fun teams in football.
Are they?
The offense would be so fun.
Are they?
I mean, okay.
Who else do they?
It's just
Aaron Jones?
but I just want to see Justin Herbert bomb it to Justin Jefferson.
It would be fire.
That would be sick.
It would be fire.
To be fair though, I don't think they'd be the best team in that division. Still, I still think the Lions are better.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the
definitely
Packers
agree.
are probably better.
By the way, CTESPN has predicted a multitude of fucking moves. They predicted Stephon Diggs before it happened.
Dude, they predicted a lot of shit that's actually happened.
Is that actually coming from AB's brain?
No, there's not much coming from there. Let's be real.
Yeah,
remember when we tried to get him on fucking Caps Off? What did he respond?
You got budget?
Yeah, we were like, hey, AB, love your stuff, man. You reposted one of our things. Like, would you like to come on? All he goes, you got budget?
That was a fun time because he said pay him $60,000 to come on, only to find out that AB would have came on for way less, and it was actually his manager that was trying to extort AB.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Never the unreleased tapes, unreleased files. When it comes to the Vikings, though, I don't like if Justin Herbert becomes a Viking. I agree. I still don't think they win the division, but it actually probably makes the most sense for Justin Herbert's career to get out of LA.
Yes, and then because I feel like it's kind of a dead end right there. Like, yeah, like Jim Harbaugh could be he's a good quarterbacks coach. He has been his whole career wherever he's gone any level. But like, the Chargers organization never does it,
Bro.
Like
the Chargers are setting Justin Herbert up for failure.
The biggest dude. Like, if Justin Herbert couldn't get it done with the team he had the last couple years, how the fuck do you think he's gonna do when he has Josh Palmer and Simi Fehoko?
I was gonna say don't shit on Simi though.
But like, no, that's his receivers are Josh Palmer, Quentin Johnston,
Dog.
who was
puppy actually
horrific.
Yeah.
Like, and then a bag of chips. Like,
no, Simi, and then a bag of chips.
Dude, it's like pathetic.
I will say this though, I don't understand what the Chargers are doing because I get it. Jim Harbaugh, this fucking gritty guy, goes to Michigan. You have one of the best passers in the NFL. And God, I fucking hate this dude more than anything, but still one of the best passers in the NFL and probably a top 5 quarterback pretty religiously in these lists. So how are we going to build around him? Well, first, we're going to ship off.
5, by the way, but yeah.
You put him 6?
Yeah.
Okay. He's probably a top 5 for most people. People. Let's ship off Keenan Allen. Let's ship off Mike Williams, who clears. I just found out on today's episode that you happen to like Mike Williams.
Yep.
Then you get rid of Austin Eckler, who I'm going to shit on later in this episode.
Yeah.
And then the offensive line is what they're probably going to build around. But who are the fucking weapons that you have when he's one of the best premier quarterbacks? Oh, I got an idea. We'll rebuild. We're going to bring in Greg Roman.
Oh, yeah, and bringing his guys from Baltimore,
and then we're going to get J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards. What the fuck are we doing? Why are we going run heavy with one of the most pass heavy quarterbacks?
Because that's what Greg Roman does. Greg Roman, Justin Herbert can move a little. He can move. He'll learn the read option.
Like, look, it's good for me as a Dolphins fan that's preying on Justin Herbert's downfall from like an insecure perspective. But what the fuck are the Chargers doing?
If I'm Justin Herbert, I hope I get traded.
Me too.
Like, if I'm being completely honest though, Herbert's a great quarterback. I don't think like there's much of a difference from Kirk Cousins to Justin Herbert when you put him in that kind of system. I don't think there's a huge upgrade. It is an upgrade, but like it doesn't do a ton for me.
Wow, that got me really going.
It doesn't do. Am I wrong?
I'll be honest.
Kirk Cousins is one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the league the last few years.
It's
Justin Herbert, in my opinion, one of the most overrated. He's one of the worst quarterbacks in the fourth quarter.
It's fair to say we agree Justin Herbert's better than Kirk Cousins.
Yes.
But you're saying Kirk Cousins is not that far off from Justin Herbert.
He's not that far off. People love to shit on Kirk Cousins. For some whatever reason, they love to shit on him. he's got more playoff wins in his career than Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's never won a playoff game. But like, I'm saying, like, Kirk Cousins has very comparable stats. He turns the ball over less. He's actually clutch in the fourth quarter in game-winning drives. Justin Herbert can't do that shit. So it's like, yeah, Justin Herbert's got the hair and the hot girlfriend and the big arm, all this bullshit. Like, yeah, Kirk Cousins likes Cole's cash, but he's still just as good of a quarterback almost. Like, it's not crazy.
Also, like, maybe unpopular opinion, but, like, don't find Justin Herbert to be attractive.
There's a take. Yeah, maybe he's just tall with long hair. Actually.
I think it's long hair. If you cut it off, he looks ugly as shit.
He's a height and hair merchant, potentially. Yeah.
Which is fine. I know a lot of women are, like, into that. Which
yeah,
is
if I was
totally
tall,
kosher.
that'd be sick. I want to be 6'5". That'd be dope.
But I don't think he's a good look. I also think, like, I think he's, 25 maybe?
No, he's older than that.
He's a little older than that?
I think he's like I think he's our age.
I feel like puberty passes at that. He's 26?
He's 26, yeah.
Puberty passes at that point. We don't have acne.
Well, let's not talk about acne. Adult acne is a real thing.
But, like, I'm just saying, like, usually your hormones, you kind of move. I had a lot of acne when I was younger.
Maybe she's got a lot of semen. I don't know. What? Yeah, he's a good-looking guy.
I'll take it back. Somewhat handsome, but maybe it's an angle thing. I don't know. I think the lettuce enhances his look.
He's no Jimmy G.
Okay. No, he's not Jalen Hurts either. He's not Joe.
No, but Jalen Hurts. Okay, recaps episode. Jalen Hurts shaved his goatee, and he's, like, way uglier.
He did?
Yeah, did you see that?
No.
Dude, yeah,
What?
It's not good. Have you seen that, Tycho, when Jalen Hurts shaved his goatee?
Jalen Hurts.
Oh my God, he's ugly as fuck.
Right, he's ugly as fuck.
Holy
What?
shit.
Jalen Hurts
He's
potential.
ugly as shit.
Jalen Hurts,
Oh!
goatee merchant.
Oh my God! It's like a young O.J. Simpson.
Oh, that's crazy. He rests in
No,
piss.
fuck him. Yeah.
But no, like,
Oh.
yeah, Jalen Hurts. Not only is a Shane Steichen merchant, he's a goatee merchant.
Oh.
I know.
He's ugly as fuck.
Still better looking than me.
You
But
know,
like,
he's definitely still handsome, more handsome than me. But
no, you're very handsome, actually.
thank you. But
Yeah.
dude, the goatee.
Yeah.
God,
kept the goat, bro.
Jalen,
I don't know what he's doing,
Jalen. Okay,
That's
hear me
actually probably the most important thing to talk about in the recaps episode.
Hear me out. If you,
Was all of Jalen Hurts' power in the goatee?
it might have been. It might have been.
Because the thing about the first thing he did this offseason is shave it. They kind of choked down the stretch. He was probably already thinking about it this last half of the year last year.
He need to get lighter.
I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. He was,
We haven't even talked about fucking Saquon.
oh, my God.
Oh,
Well, it doesn't matter because now that the Eagles, Jalen Hurts doesn't have a goatee. Like, that doesn't do shit for me now.
oh my God. Okay, let's just put a cap on it. If Justin Herbert shaves his head, him and Jalen Hurts might be two of the ugliest people in the NFL.
Oh, no. Justin Herbert's still 6'5".
Jalen 6'1".
Justin Hurts 6'5". Jalen Hurts 6'3".
Is he?
I don't know.
Oh, that bumps it up.
He's
That's a couple
tall.
points.
He's a quarterback. He's tall.
Oh, okay.
How tall is he, Tycho? How tall is Jalen Hurts?
If he's above 6'2", that's.
What is he?
6'1".
6'1". That's still tall, though.
now-
The American average for U.S.
when you
males
see
is
me-
5'9".
Listed at 6'1", so he's really probably 6 foot.
When you see
I
me-
list myself at 6 foot and I'm 5'11".
I listed myself on my max preps at 6'3", and we know that was way
You are
far
not
off.
6'3".
6'1".
Yeah, you're not 6'3".
My license says I'm 5'4".
Tycho, your license says you're 5'4". I feel like that's spot on. No, you're 5'5". You're 5'5".
What do you mean? He doesn't want to answer. I want to talk about Saquon. I don't know what I want to talk about with Saquon, but we've debated this a few times. The Eagles might have the best offense in the NFL, like skill position wise, because of Saquon.
I still think the Niners on paper are better.
Okay, you're probably right now that I think about it.
Like, let's think. Brock Purdy and Jalen Hurts.
You take Jalen.
My opinion.
Maybe with no goatee though, you're not.
No, think about the goatee. Think about the facial hair or lack thereof.
By the way, how's Brock looking?
Have you
this
seen
offseason?
Brock? Brock
No,
Purdy
I was
has
just
a
gonna
deal
do
with
that.
John Deere this offseason.
That feels very fitting, actually.
Yeah, it's awesome. He has a John Deere one. It's pretty sick. He's actually buffed up this offseason.
I saw that. Okay.
No, that was Photoshop. There's actually like one picture
Okay.
of him where he looks buffed.
I take it back.
So
You
Brock
keep
Purdy over
talking.
Jalen Hurts, correct? Are we doing that?
No.
I'm doing that. All right, so running back, Saquon or Christian
I will say though,
McCaffrey.
Brock hella cute, like nerdy cute.
Yeah, Brock's a cutie.
Yeah.
All right, running back. We're going McCaffrey, right?
McCaffrey.
Obviously. Yeah, we're going Christian McCaffrey, literally.
By the way, he got married.
Yeah, he got married this off. Brock Purdy had himself an offseason, dude. He had a great offseason.
Congrats. That's
Yeah,
so adorable.
married his, I think it was high school sweetheart or college sweetheart, something like that. Good for him. Anyway.
No, CMC. I'm taking CMC. Okay, so right now, Jalen.
You're
over
taking
Brock.
Jalen.
No. Would you, if you put Jalen Hurts on this 49ers team, what are they doing?
Not as good.
Fuck off, bro.
Not as good.
Fuck off.
Nope,
the
Brock
fuck
Purdy's
off.
a way better quarterback, bro. Tycho's storming out the room.
What the
Tycho's the biggest Brock hater
What
anyway.
the fuck are we doing?
All right, we'll go Jalen. Jeez.
Okay,
fine.
thank you. Jalen. So we take Jalen.
Jalen.
Now
McCaffrey.
Saquon over CMC?
No.
CMC
Shut
over
the fuck
Saquon.
up. Yeah.
Okay. AJ Brown
AJ
over
Brown or pick your Niner, whatever.
Ayuk, I think, is the better wide receiver.
Sure. Then
So
I'm taking Debo over. I'm
Devon-
taking Debo over Devontae.
To me, those rankings probably go AJ Brown 1, Brandon Ayuk 2, Debo 3, Devontae Smith 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Wide receiver 3, Yawan.
third and Juwan might be like an alpha on third down. So,
I mean, Yawan. Think, how many players do you know that's thrown a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl that's not been a quarterback?
none. Not
Juwan
many.
Jennings did.
Congrats, by the way.
Appreciate that.
Um.
Congrats on the L.
Okay, tight end. I'll give you Kittle.
Kittle. Offensive line, Eagles.
Yeah.
So,
even
like,
without
I
Jason
think-
Kelce.
All right, so we went Jalen, McCaffrey.
Nah, you guys cleared. You guys
the wide
cleared.
receivers. We had the tight end. You had the line.
It's pretty close.
It's actually pretty close.
It's pretty close.
Tycho. All right, wait.
Tycho breaks the
Tycho, break
tiebreaker.
the tie. Do the Niners or the Eagles have a better offense on paper?
I think it's the Niners.
All right, Niners do.
I don't
So shut
hate
the
it.
fuck up.
I
You're
can't
wrong.
argue it. I can't argue it. So, but the Eagles are 2?
Texans.
Wait a second.
Texans probably have a better offense on paper than the Eagles.
Say that again?
I think the Texans have a better offense on paper than the Eagles. CJ Stroud or Jalen Hurts? I'm taking CJ Stroud. All right. So this is Texans. This is Eagles. All right. CJ Stroud or Jalen Hurts? We're taking CJ Stroud, right? Joe Mixon or Saquon? Let's go Saquon. Wide receiver 1, Stephon Diggs or AJ Brown? Probably go AJ Brown. Yeah, probably AJ Brown.
It's net.
Maybe I'm not onto something. And then next,
Wide receiver 2.
Nico. Nico over. We're taking
Also
Nico.
very close, very net.
And we're taking Tank over whoever the
I'll
fuck.
be honest, hold on. It's very close net. Also, it's very liberating not having Felipe on here defend Devontae Smith.
Oh, yeah. Wait, but Dynasty. But all right. So I think Nico is better than Devontae Smith.
I think it's net.
Let's just go Nico.
No.
You were just sucking him off like 15 minutes ago.
but I'm just saying, I think I'm in advocation for the
Tycho,
devil. I think it's
Tycho.
pretty close.
Devontae Smith is really fucking good, guys.
Yeah.
95 receptions in 2022, 81 23.
Just say gut. Tycho.
It's Devontae.
Okay, he's going
Fuck,
Devontae.
no.
I'll probably.
It's not fair because Devontae always had to play second fiddle. Nico, the season we're looking at, he was number 1 basically, so it's not fair.
Yep, Tycho.
I'm
cooked.
just saying, I think it's close.
For the sake of my argument, we're going Nico. All right, anyway.
And then third,
now,
Tank.
third, we're going to go Tank. Dalton Schultz over Goddard, in my opinion.
I think they're, again, net.
No, dude, Schultz is better than Goddard. Goddard sucked last year.
Because he wasn't healthy.
Yeah, he sucked.
Wasn't healthy.
He sucked.
Bro,
And then offensive line will give to
let me ask you a question. When you talk about George Kittle and he can't stay healthy ever, what are you still saying about George Kittle?
Kittle stays healthy relatively.
Relatively. When he's hurt, you're still saying he's one of the better tight ends when healthy.
Well, yes, when healthy.
Dallas
of course.
Goedert, still
when
a top
I do
10
it
tight
for
end.
but I cherry pick when I can use that for my arguments.
That's fair. I do
I've
cherry
used
pick.
it against
I do
it
cherry
this
pick for
time.
the Dolphins.
Yeah, you have
That's
to do
fair.
that.
That's
You
fair.
have to do that.
No, I don't think
a must
I
cherry
don't
pick
think the Texans
situation.
have a better offense on paper than the Eagles, but I think that's your top 3. Your top 3 offenses on paper.
Like
Niners
are we forgetting
1,
one.
Niners 1, Eagles 2, Texans 3.
It's not like the Ravens; they wouldn't be in it. Like
If Dolphins get OBJ, there's a conversation to say
no,
4.
it's still not.
If they
'Cause
no
you
to
still
4,
have Noodle Arm Boy at quarterback.
bro, please. No,
I'm sorry.
no,
like,
there's
it's-
no.
Adam,
there's
I was so ready to be a
There's
member
n-
of two. I was so ready to be a member of two and on with you.
In
and
what
be an
necessity is there
ally.
to fucking shit on Tool right now? Where,
We're talking about best offenses on paper, and he brings you down significantly.
and yet he led the NFL in passing yards.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Congrats, Tyreek Merchant.
You want to start with Brock Merchant?
No, because Brock Purdy was an MVP candidate.
So was Tua at one point.
When? Was he at the end of the year a finalist?
No, he fell off a little bit.
So he wasn't a finalist.
But we had 2 MVP fucking finalists.
We did too. McCaffrey was also one.
That's a good point. That's
He
a
won
good point.
Offensive Player of the Year.
That's a good point. Tyreek almost did too. Just don't forget.
Yeah,
It's a good point. No, I forgot.
Whatever you
I was
want to do
saying
with
4,
this.
by the way. I
Tycho,
was saying
who's
4.
better, Tua or Brock?
Don't.
Brock's better than
You
Tua.
put Tua with.
Oh, fuck. I don't know. I actually.
Tycho's like, it's like trying to pick between the 2 ugliest girls in
God.
school.
Oh, my God. This is
He hates both of them.
And this is people between, like, mom and dad, too.
Who's mom?
Your mom.
I appreciate that.
I'm daddy.
I'm mom.
I'm daddy.
Yeah. What's up, daddy?
Hey.
Is it who's better? Who would I rather have as my quarterback?
Bro, it ain't.
Who's better? Who's better? Gut, feeling, go.
3,
now.
2, 1.
Brock Purdy.
No!
Yes, Tycho!
No!
Come
Bullshit!
on!
Objection!
Hey, hold up.
No.
Just got down.
No.
I want to shake your hand.
God. You want to check that camera now you got in the way because if it's on autofocus. Is it on autofocus or manual?
Well, I just wanted to shake his hand.
Get the... don't worry. I've reset my...
Agree? Disagree?
Question. Join our Discord and let us know.
Think about.
Have you factored in the fact that Tua is getting another sleeve?
Is he?
He's on his other arm. That's a force field
Could balance
and
it.
brings back
Could balance it out.
If it brings back to a speed, right? So the first sleeve
He's so
was
slow.
the force field.
But what will help with vegetables in his cranium?
I think it's regrown. I think his brain has regenerated.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah. I think we're okay. How did we get here?
Well, I don't know. We need Matan, bro. Matan would help us stay on track.
All right, no, I'll bring us back.
Let's talk about...
Do you want to go Kirk Cousins? You want to talk Falcons?
Let's talk about Kirk, bro. We need a sheet in front of us because Matan's not here, but he's like, oh.
Well, no, I think it gets off. I love you, Matan. Miss you.
What time is it?
We're getting close. I don't know how long we've been going.
50 minutes.
Oh, not bad.
Oh,
We're good
wait.
on
I thought
timing.
we were like over
we
an
got
hour.
48 minutes left to
All
go.
right. Let the Yak Fest continue, brother.
Okay, let's talk Falcons. Kirk Cousins and this Falcons team. Probably a top 5 team in the NFC.
Let me think, because you still have the Niners and Eagles
All right,
are the
let's go
top
through it.
dogs. Lions are better.
Lions, Eagles, Cowboys still better.
Cowboys, Niners. There's 4. Niners.
Of
Yep.
course.
Let me think. Like NFC East wise, there's no one really else besides the Cowboys. Like
Packers, maybe. Packers in the playoffs.
no.
By the way,
I
notice
would
how
take
much.
the Falcons.
Notice how unable I am to lift my
You can't do
ring
that?
finger. No, I can't.
It's weird.
I got fucking AJ Hawk fingers.
Oh, interesting. At least you talk. He doesn't talk ever. Anyway, so
That felt like a shot.
AJ Hawk.
Falcons. I think Falcons are a top 5 team in the NFC for sure. I'll give it to them. Them or the Packers.
Dude, I don't know. The Bucks still might be a better team.
No,
I don't
bro.
know.
They were held back by fucking Desmond Ritter. The Falcons were held back by Desmond Ritter. What are we
he
doing?
was so bad.
And the
And
two people that
Mariota
and who is the biggest fucking criminal outside of O.J. Simpson in this entire country?
Who?
Arthur Smith.
Oh, good point. Good point about Arthur Smith.
So the two people that held back the Falcons,
Tycho's face.
the
is
two
like,
people that held back the Falcons
Arthur
last
Smith.
year
Desmond
are
Ritter.
now gone.
Yeah.
Desmond Ritter, bye. Arthur Smith, bye.
I hate that they brought in a defensive-minded head coach, though.
But I like Raheem Morris.
No,
I
Raheem
like
Morris is a good leader of men. You can already tell. But there's something about the Falcons not trying to hire an offensive-minded guy to pair with their brand new, really rich quarterback with Kirk, with all these draft picks that you've had the last few years. Why do you not want to utilize that? I feel like this offense isn't going to be as sick as we think. They're probably the best team in the NFC South, but I could still see the Saints being better and winning that division, or the Bucks.
No. I'll tell you why the Saints can't, because we found out last year how bad Derek Carr actually was.
Yeah, he's ass.
They're that Saints team is bad,
Yeah.
and they paid a fuck ton of money to
They
him.
still almost made the playoffs.
Yeah, but that was because that's a division. The division. I think the Falcons run away with this division at this point.
The Falcons, I'm not a big fan of their receiving core. It's fine, right? Because now you got what?
Darnell,
you got-
Drake,
Yeah, you have Drake London, Darnell Mooney.
and do they still have Van Jefferson?
Stop slandering Darnell Mooney's name.
I'm
Darnell
slandering
sucks.
Darnell Mooney's name.
Darnell
He's been
sucks.
Shit.
Darnell sucks.
He's been bad the last couple of years, Tycho. You know it.
Yeah, I think the Falcons are there. I mean, there's not much to say about the Falcons
Kyle
because
Pitts still hasn't actually really done anything.
yeah, but
Here's the thing: is it's a lot. It's Kirk Cousins, who, in my opinion, I know is to be a top 10 quarterback in this league.
But
right?
are you just think he's going to come back
Bijan
fully healthy?
Robinson
Hold on. You think he's going to come back fully
That's what
healthy?
I'm saying. Coming off a torn Achilles is a lot.
Oh, so you're saying you're worried about him?
Yes, I'm worried about people are going to lock in the Falcons as by far the best team in the NFC South, and I don't think that's true. I'm very curious to see how it all comes together when you have older Kirk Cousins coming in off a torn Achilles. Bijan, can they utilize him correctly? Him and Algier is a great duo regardless. That's fine. Drake London hasn't proven a ton to me. Darnell Mooney has fallen off. Kyle Pitts, whether you can say that they've schemed him up that well or not is besides the point. He does not have the statistics to back up that he's a top tier tight end. So it's you can have all the talent in the world. Jerry Jeudy, very talented, right? He has a lot of or is it tangibles or intangibles that you can't teach, but you still don't produce. That's how Kyle Pitts is to me. I just want to see if they can put it all together. I feel like they're not. They're gonna win like 10 games next year, maybe. Like
That's pretty damn good.
10-7. Like it's 9-8 doesn't sound good though, right?
No.
So it's one game better than 9-8.
Yeah,
It's
that
not
would
like,
that's
10-7 isn't incredible.
If they go 10 and, if the Falcons go 10-7, they probably win the division.
Potentially, I don't know.
They probably do. I think the only
I just
reason
don't think they're as good as people are gonna think.
Well, I'm not as worried about Kirk Cousins because he's not a mobile quarterback anyway. So the Achilles, like I know we're worried about it, but we've seen players come back from Achilles
the
injuries.
Falcons are a top 5 team in the NFC. I think there's levels to it. Like
There are levels. There's tiers. There's tiers.
Yeah, there's tiers. There's the tier of the 49ers.
Yeah.
And I don't think any team in the NFC is close to it.
I'll be honest. I think the Eagles are the closest.
Yeah, I would say it goes 49ers, Eagles right below. And
So like a 1A, 1B or 2?
Yeah, 1A, 1B, Niners, Eagles.
That's fair.
And then I think after that, the 2-3, or sorry, the 3-4 with the Cowboys and the, who else did we say?
Lions.
The Cowboys and Lions, however you want to do that, probably Lions 3, Cowboys 4, is miles above where the Falcons are going to be. I think the Lions and Cowboys clear the Falcons where they're going to be next year.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they're top 5, but there's only 16 teams.
No, I get that.
You know
I get
what
that.
mean? Like,
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
there's a top 4 in the NFC that are the very elite teams that can make a Super Bowl. The Falcons cannot make the Super Bowl.
I don't hate that at all.
Yeah.
I don't hate that. That's a fair point. Before we keep
Good
talking,
for them on being top 5, though.
yeah, congrats. Almost there. Oh, well, almost
Bears
top
can get
5.
there, though, low key.
The Bears.
Like,
We're going to
Woods,
talk about
that
a jump.
motherfucker. The Bears can get there.
We're going to talk about that on the Wednesday episode. But before we keep talking about football, I want to remind people that we are running 2 specific promotions with Betr as a result of our launch. Right this week, the first is the free-to-play game. So if you download the Betr app, you can go play a free-to-play game, answer all 8 questions correctly about the NFL draft, and you could win up to $10,000. You got to answer all 8 correctly, though. Good questions. We came up with them.
Yep.
8 for 8. Not that hard, though.
It's just about the draft.
More or less, Caleb Williams half a nail painted. Right?
Like fun stuff. It's not, it'll be cool.
It's not your stupid shit. So make sure to go download Betr right now. Also use caps off when you as the promo code.
Promo code caps
but when you
off.
go into
caps, caps on with the caps off.
Sure. Make sure to go play that free-to-play game. So that's our first promotion we're running as our first week with Betr. So go play that, answer all 8 questions correctly, win up to $10,000. And our second one is we are running a special promotion where the first 100 people who downloads Betr and uses code CAPSOFF will get a no sweater first Betr, as we're calling it.
No sweater.
Up to $250. Your first entry, yeah. So if you, whatever you deposit, up to $250, we are matching it. Caps Off is matching it. We personally are matching it. First 100 people,
put it on
though.
1,000X, though. 1,000X lineup. Sick.
So, yeah, I want to make that very clear. To download that, first 100 people are getting that. So, make sure to go download Betr, play Betr Picks, and use code CAPSOFF.
While doing so.
Ooh, okay.
What else do we have?
A few things to talk about. Well, a few other things is, which I don't think you and I really give a shit, but running backs. They kind of dominated free agency.
Yeah. But did any of them move my needle?
Okay.
From, 6 to midnight? No.
We're going to play the needle meter.
Yeah. Needle meter. All right. So like 6 midnight.
Yes.
All right.
6 to 12. Derrick Henry to the Ravens.
That probably about 10:30.
It's pretty late at night.
No, like that one was solid.
It's definitely, yeah, good things happen at 10:30. Saquon to the Eagles.
9:45.
Okay, so still getting close. Still getting close.
9:45.
Josh Jacobs to the Packers.
Dude, like, I don't know, fucking 6:15.
No, I'd say dinner time.
Dude,
that's like a 7, 8:30.
You replaced an orange with a tangerine.
Oh, I like that.
That's what you did.
But he wasn't. But Josh Jacobs a better. Josh Jacobs a better running back than Aaron Jones.
He had one good year. The rest he's been shit.
Didn't he win?
He had the rushing title 2 years ago.
RB1 in fantasy also?
Yes, but besides that, he's been okay.
All right, Tony Pollard to the Titans. Now
6 o'clock.
On the dot.
On the dot. That doesn't do shit for me.
Aaron Jones to the Vikings. That's also 6. 6:30.
I think Aaron Jones to the Vikings gives me about 7:02. Because
is that dinner time or is that?
Yeah, it's dinner. It's time to munch. Definitely 7:02. Like, it doesn't do much for me, but it is an upgrade for the Vikings. Whereas I think the Packers with Josh Jacobs is not a huge upgrade. Like,
okay, last but not least, Austin Eckler to the Commies.
Austin Eckler to the Commies. I had a big thing for Sam Howell.
I'll be honest.
Eckler to the Commies gives me like a
no 6.
I would say 7:30.
No 6. I'd rather take Tony Pollard on the Titans.
Really? You think that
Austin
excites you
Eckler?
more?
Austin Eckler is a fucking fantasy football merchant. All
He
right.
is a fantasy
How many
merchant.
months? How many years have I been saying
He's
that he is
slow as
not a
fuck.
top 5 fucking running back?
He's not. He's
and
slow
now,
as shit.
and that shows because the commies were the only one that wants to give him any sort of money.
Yeah.
Austin Eckler is not that guy. All
Dude,
right.
Austin Eckler's going to split time with Brian Robinson.
I'll give him credit. Handsome, fit, can do one-arm pull-ups. Very, very exciting stuff.
Redeemable qualities there, yeah.
But now you're going to split with Brian Robinson? I don't give a Austin Eckler sold the entire football community by saying he's a top 5 running back.
I'll bet you how it's going to go, honestly, in Washington is Brian Robinson gets downs 1 and 2, and
Eckler's
only
third down back.
downs for receiving. That's it.
And that's a top 5 running back?
He's not a top. I'm not saying he's top 5.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, I feel like everyone always talked about Austin Eckler being a top 5 running back.
Last season, we're comparing McCaffrey and him. I was like, that's
They ain't
fucking
close.
disrespect.
Austin Eckler's never rushed for 1,000 yards. Don't tell me.
That is crazy.
I get it. Versatile, receiving back. Do not tell me any running back can be in the top 5 because the position is called running back, not passing back. He will never be a top 5 running back. Austin Eckler was never a top 5 running back. And going to the commies just shows that no one gave a fuck about signing Austin Eckler. Sorry.
See the vein in his neck?
I feel very strongly about that.
I could tell.
Because
My ear
now,
hurts.
I will say,
We're sitting a lot closer now than we used to. It fucking hurts.
shameless plug though, do have his number. Nice guy. Met him.
Oh, so you're shitting on your boy now?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Interesting.
honestly. No.
That's crazy.
Fucking stat, like you're cherry picking.
Why?
Oh.
Never had 1,000 yards rushing. Instead
Yeah,
of
900.
900. Like,
Well, should have had another 100 yards.
Tycho is 900, 1,000.
No.
Wait, are
Here's
you
the-
an Eckler guy, Tycho? You're an Eckler guy. So we're learning a lot about the new producer today. You're an Eckler boy.
yeah, I am.
Did you ever
How?
have him on your fantasy team?
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh, 2 years
That's
ago?
why. What did I say? What did I say? People, Austin Eckler's a fantasy merchant.
I'm in a keeper league and I've been keeping him year after year.
Oh, you're
Are you going to
fucked
keep him
now.
this year?
I can't anymore.
Yeah, you should
Oh, it
because he
was over,
sucks.
Like a 3rd round pick at this point. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, no. Austin Eckler, I will never understand how people actually put Austin Eckler in the top 5 running back rankings because he is a versatile weapon, but he ain't fucking a good running back. And he's slow as shit.
Bro, he gets chased down routinely. Whenever you seen an Austin Eckler play where he like breaks away from the
That
pack?
was
Yeah,
against the
that's
Packers,
exactly what I'm
right?
thinking of.
If
like-
I'm sorry, you cannot be a top 5 running back in this NFL if you
If a
get knocked
linebacker is
down.
chasing
If
you
you get
down.
knocked down.
He has a fumbling problem too.
He does have a fumbling issue, yeah.
Also,
Butterboy.
we'll say this: if he didn't wear a number that had a 3 in it, I think it would look better. Something about being 30.
No, I think 30 is a good running back number.
No, 30's weird, bro.
No, 30 is a good one, but if you went to 31, 32, 33, 34,
32,
35,
I'd rather
36,
take.
No, I
No
don't
Sean
like
Moreno.
32. So,
Dog.
34, 35, 30. Yeah, nothing in the 30s is good besides 30.
No, 30's a bad. I hate 30. You're telling me that if Austin Eckler wasn't like 22, he'd look faster.
Dude, if he was just dropped the 0-3, ooh, he's fast as shit.
He's sexy. You're like,
Yeah,
holy shit,
yeah,
might be
yeah.
a top 5.
But no one's going to look fast in the commies uniforms too, either now, by the way.
Yeah, but
He's going to look ultra slow in that maroon and gold, whatever. Like,
yeah.
no, yeah, that doesn't do shit for me. Honestly, like, people this offseason talked a lot about the running back carousel. Like, oh my God, this is so exciting. I'm like, dude, literally nothing moved me. Derrick Henry
Ravens-
to the Ravens.
You're having fun at 10:45.
Yeah, no, Derrick Henry to the Ravens made me excited because it's like, all right, Lamar Jackson, we always say it doesn't have enough weapons. Like, it'll be really fucking fun to watch him and Derrick Henry in the backfield. That'll be sick. But, like, nothing else. Like, honestly, the Saquon to the Eagles, people were gushing about.
It's pretty
As a Niners
sexy.
fan, I'm still not scared. I don't think, like, he actually adds much more to their offense than DeAndre Swift did. Like,
That's fair.
in
I don't
my
hate that.
opinion, it
don't
doesn't
hate
add
that.
a ton more.
But you agree Derrick Henry does.
Derrick Henry is a huge replacement over what the
Gus
Ravens had
Edwards,
running
yeah.
back. Like,
JK was hurt.
no, but JK when he was healthy was
Yeah,
good.
but
but like,
Keaton Mitchell.
yeah, I got him in Dynasty.
Well, he's
So-
fucked because his leg
Yeah, I
got
know,
fucked.
it's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a terrible injury. But
Let's kind of like as we begin wrapping up. I think we've talked about a lot. I want to save Brandon
Winners
Ayuk
and
conversations to
We do it tomorrow,
the next episode.
or
Yeah,
Wednesday,
because
whatever.
it's kind of I think he's gonna get moved by the draft.
I hope.
You want to talk? You want to talk winners and losers? Let's
We
talk
can do
free
that.
agency. All right, so Jack, oh no.
What?
No.
What?
What happened today on this Monday?
What happened?
Not that
Monday?
it's not that big, but
What
what happened today?
I don't know.
Jerseys?
Oh, dude. Yeah, the Broncos just released some fucking terrible uniforms.
They're the most hideous thing ever.
I didn't know we had the Clemson or not the Clemson,
Syracuse
the
Orange.
Syracuse Broncos out here in Denver. They're
The
terrible.
fucking high school Broncos.
What the Broncos should have done is just what the Jets did and make the throwbacks permanent.
Who the fuck is coming out and saying this jersey Looks great. We
You know,
should
they
make
said
this our
they have
permanent.
the New York uniforms. They have Summit White. That's the color
The
of it.
fuck is that the white that you find at the top when you
It's
summit
just
a mountain?
white. It's just white.
It's just white.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
what,
road
there's no.
uniform.
It's
It's stupid.
white is it's. There's only so much in the color code. It's just white.
So I think the Broncos fucked up, and I think a lot more teams should follow suit from what the Jets did, which is make your beloved throwbacks permanent.
Well, now that fun
So-
fact producer Tycho told us, it is the first year in NFL history that every NFL team will be allowed to have a third jersey.
Cool, neat. Lot of uniforms though.
Okay, so
neat.
you what'd you do?
Yeah, so I made a list of the top 5 teams, in my opinion, that should make their throwbacks their permanent uniform.
Make their throwbacks. Okay. I
Make their
think
throwbacks the permanent uniform.
is my team on there.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.
We
They
take
are
the-
number 1.
Let's fucking
And
fuck.
the way that the reason, dude, it's just a jersey ranking. It's not that deep. But like the reason I have it numbered, see, Tycho's scared, bro. Like you're gonna scare him off.
Yeah, but like
He's terrified.
Yeah,
for
but
his
you want
life.
to know why someone like a Dolphin fan is happy? Because I think objectively and
Okay, you know what it
subjectively,
is?
the Dolphins
Can I-
jerseys now are bad.
Can I tell it from my perspective
Please.
as a non-Dolphins fan? It's like it's a different teal.
It's a
The throwback teal is a sick teal.
it's a
It's a good teal. The one now,
it's too
hurts.
aqua. It's too
it
aqua.
hurts my eyes.
And the orange. It's a subtle
looks
orange.
Like, it looks like Key Biscayne water compared to South Beach water. Was
Ooh,
the
Miami
throwbacks.
boy,
You like that
Miami boy.
reference?
I like that.
That's
was
actually
nice.
kind of a W.
Or
but-
Bahama water.
I've never been to the Bahamas.
Okay.
Take me. So I think the reason I'm doing it like this is because like the Dolphins uniforms now compared to what they could be with the throwbacks is the biggest gap, the biggest difference.
Would Tua be a top 5 quarterback if he was wearing that jersey
Easily,
permanently?
dude. Oh
Okay.
my
See,
God,
that's
it wouldn't
why.
be close.
That's why I feel like as a Dolphins fan, that's the type of shit that we
Yeah.
need because we need someone to just recognize that you have good jerseys and good jerseys, as we just talked
well,
about
the
Austin
teal is a
Eckler.
great color. Yeah.
It's just
Austin
okay.
Eckler, dude, what a drop off Austin Eckler's going to from the powder blue.
To like a
the-
maroon
oh my
and mustard.
Hate that for him. All right.
Okay, so it was
number 2.
I appreciate being one on
The
something.
New York Football Giants, number 2.
I don't hate that.
Because, dude,
I don't
like,
hate that.
I think the Giants uniforms now are so bad. Like, they're horrible.
I'm having a hard time
The stupid little, chunky little NY, it's just blue with a white number slapped on it. Give me some red piping around the number. And then for the road uniforms, why is it white with red
Giants.
numbers? That makes no sense. Give me that exact white
Oh,
with the blue
yeah,
and
this is
red
clean.
with the
This is
Giants spelled out on the helmet. The Lawrence Taylor. Give me Lawrence Taylor
Yeah, that's
again.
clean as fuck.
Those are sick.
Okay, keep going.
Like, and their ones they have now suck comparatively. Terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are sexy.
All right. Number 3, I'm going to say the Eagles. Not that their uniforms now are bad. I like the Eagles uniforms now. I love the wing on the helmet, but the Kelly green. You got that Kelly green.
That would pop. That would
Yeah.
definitely.
Those look like high school practice jerseys.
You think the Kelly green looks like high school practice jerseys?
High school
Tyler?
practice jerseys are back on fire.
But they're so basic.
Nah.
They're fire.
It's cool.
It's that,
I like them.
you know, okay, every time I think of it now, have you seen that TikTok of the guy? He's like, hey, you got that Kelly green on. You got that Kelly. It's that one Philly dude. He's hilarious. Anyway, but the Kelly green looks sick. I don't like their teal is a little weird or whatever it is.
I don't think it's teal.
Is it teal? What is it?
Well, it's definitely not teal because
It's
teal is blue, a shade of blue.
It's like bluish green.
But it's definitely not
Anyway, I
Kelly
don't fuck
green.
with
That's
it
why
as
it's
much
called
as I
Kelly
fuck with
green.
The Kelly greens. Kelly greens are sick. Bring
Okay.
it back full time. Number 4, the Bucks creamsicles. I love the creamsicles. Oh, those are. But their uniforms now are objectively sick still. Like I love their logo. I think it looks good. But the
Don't agree.
creamsicles, I would put them higher because I think they're my favorite throwback in the NFL. But I have them at 4 because I think if you do the creamsicles every game, it loses its lust. You know.
Yeah, it's bright. It's a
does.
lot. It's a lot.
It kind of hurts if you see it every game, but they're sick. So I got them 4. Number 5, the Falcons. I just love like the Dion old school Falcons.
Oh,
the
that
clean,
old logo.
crisp, just white. Like it's so simple.
And fun fact about that
clean.
logo.
Brett Favre used to wear it.
Nope, that
What
wasn't
about
the fact.
it? Oh,
that
it has an F.
it makes an F.
Yeah, their logo now does too.
Does it?
Yeah, they're both the same. They're both Falcons with an F.
Yeah,
I
you're
like
correct.
those. Number
Fuck.
6, I put Patriots.
How
as-
many people did you rank?
No, they're like Patriots are kind of like honorable mention.
No, fuck them.
The Patriots throwbacks are sick, but I think they like their jerseys now are fine. Like
Color throwback, though.
the red throwback.
The red's
for
not bad.
Patriots
Oh,
is
they wore that
Yeah.
against the Dolphins on Sunday
Yeah,
night.
those are
Oh,
clean. Those are-
that's
and that
fire.
logo with the dude snapping
It is
the ball.
fire.
You
Yeah,
know
it
I
is
love a
cool.
center.
It is cool.
So yeah, that's it. Any qualms? I don't know.
No qualms. I mean, I can't think off the top of my head of teams. Oh, the Chargers old ones.
No, their ones now are way better.
Oh,
I
I'm thinking of the bright blue ones.
Yeah, they have bright blue.
Is that what it is now? Fuck.
Yeah.
Any other teams? I have no qualms. Not right now. Not that I can think of.
I was thinking like there's like a few, but I don't think any around that level.
I want to see the Bears make the polar bear. Have you guys seen those?
The polar bear?
The Bears have a polar
The
bear?
polo bear or polar bear bears?
Polar bears.
Polar bears. The Bears have polar bears uniforms, apparently Tycho says.
Well, they don't. The fan base wants them because look at how fucking sick they look.
Do they look fucking sick?
Like, I mean, like, just imagine like that on like a snowy Sunday.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
that looks good.
That's
The-
good.
the
I like that
all-white
white
Bears
helmet
look
with
good.
a C.
Dude, low key, the best uniform in sports though is like when the Bengals do the whiteout.
It is pretty clean.
Sick.
It is pretty
So
clean.
sick. Is that
All right,
it?
congrats on your
Good
rankings.
one.
That was nice. Yeah,
Appreciate
no,
that.
I was good.
Good
All
one.
right, I want to wrap it up by talking about winners and losers of free agency. So, the only way, I mean, who would you say is your winner of free agency?
And it's the Texans, right? It has
It's
to be
probably the Texans. Yeah,
I feel like
or
if you don't say the Texans, you're probably wrong,
good take.
right?
Good
Like,
take.
I don't know. Like they put themselves from a team that won a playoff game last year, right? And is gonna make leaps and bounds with a new quarterback. Like they turned them from a fun young team to a legit contender.
Yeah,
That's what this offseason did for
that's
the
fair. That's fair.
Texans,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
I agree with that. I also think you could. I would say based on how this draft is probably going to go, the Bears are a winner of this offseason as well.
Yeah.
Because you add another weapon, you have an opportunity to stockpile picks. It doesn't look like they're now that they traded Justin Fields, even though we didn't even talk about Justin Fields to the fucking Steelers. But because
That
we
was
love
just what the fuck.
we love Justin Fields.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're going to get Caleb, who is going to come into probably what is the best system
It's the-
for any single rookie quarterback to come
Ever.
into.
No, like,
and I want
literally
to talk
of all
about that
time.
tomorrow. So then you have Caleb. If they add Rome Odunze or any other third
Oh
weapon,
my god.
we are talking about probably the best trio in the NFL. So the
Tycho, as a Bears fan, would you want a Romo Dunze or do you want like an offensive lineman?
I want us to draft another offensive lineman.
I think offensive lineman's probably the play.
so trade back up, get Joe Alt maybe or something.
I don't think we need to trade up. I would be okay taking.
You get that
Whoever.
Oregon State dude. Yeah.
That's fair. I don't know. Because I think Keenan Allen's getting up there in age. I think he's 31 or 32. You're gonna have to think about it. You can get a wide receiver, but I get it. You could always trade for
Either
more.
way, they're gonna get a franchise quarterback and then either a great offensive lineman or a great weapon.
What the Bears are doing is exactly what the standard or the baseline of any team's trying to build around a young quarterback
What
should
you
do.
should do.
Yeah, like they're going to get Caleb, but even if they would have kept Justin Fields, trading for that weapon once you begin to put an infrastructure in place is what the Eagles did, and it's why the Eagles had success from it.
There's so many teams that have had like organizational malpractice, right? Where
Good
you draft
Good
like
words.
you have to draft that quarterback when you see him and you like him, but you don't ever give him a chance to surround him with anybody at all.
Yeah.
Like Caleb Williams is the highest. They're saying he's Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson in a quarterback, which is fucking crazy.
It's a pretty good comp.
Yeah, and you better surround him with dudes. He's got dudes. This is how you have to do it. It's not like I'm trying to think like Zach Wilson got kind of fucked.
Yeah, no,
Like,
he definitely got fucked.
horrible situation. So why would you do that to a quarterback when you can do exactly what the
But
Bears
got
did right
fucked, but also fucked. So who actually
now?
won?
Did
You
fuck
know what I'm saying?
moms.
Nice. All right, so we agree. Two winners, probably Texans and fucking Bears.
Yeah, Texans, Bears, Titans. Good
Titans?
offseason. Good offseason.
I could give them,
Yeah. I mean, they're helping Mayo, boy.
A lot of people are going to be like the Jets. I mean, I don't know what signing let's talk
Mike
about how
Will.
good it can do when you sign people that have just had injury history.
Yeah, it's Mike
Tyron
Will.
Smith as well. Can't stay healthy.
22% of every single game he's supposed to play.
Mike
Tyron
Williams.
Smith?
Mike Williams.
Mike Williams. Oh, my. What was that? Mike Williams missed 22% of games that he was supposed to play.
That he's ever. Yeah, that's insane.
22% of his games.
And
That's
you think
crazy.
he's a top fucking 15
When
dude.
healthy.
22%
See, I'm
of the
using him
time.
now.
22% of the time.
Yep.
What a loser. There's only one loser in free agency. It's the fucking Dallas Cowboys, and I wish Felipe
Oh.
was fucking here. What?
Oh, interesting.
Do you think there's another one?
I
I think the
don't know.
Cowboys not only are the biggest
Well,
loser in free
they
agency,
didn't do jack shit. I would say like
that's the point.
the Vikings
They-
didn't do really well, but like
But the Vikings are going to get Justin Herbert.
yeah, that's fair. Good point.
The Cowboys are heading for a fucking shit show right
Well,
now.
it's because Jerry Jones, senile ass, doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
By
Didn't
the
he
way,
say, he's like, oh, we're gonna make a splash.
by the way, the best offseason for the Cowboys right now would be Jerry Jones croaking.
No, that's been the best offseason plan for like a decade now. But yeah,
Maybe that is the plan. I don't know. But they're heading for a fucking shit show. You got Dak Prescott, who's going to be a free agent next year. If he leaves.
That's crazy.
If he leaves, and Dak is still probably a top 7 quarterback. If he leaves, they're going to have the highest dead cap hit in NFL history at $95 million. If he leaves, that's not even like, which he's probably going to do. And he said that. And Jerry Jones is heading for that. Then you got Mike McCarthy, last year of his fucking deal. You got CeeDee Lamb, who's going to need an extension. You got Micah Parsons, who's going to need an extension. The Cowboys this year compared to next year, and they didn't add anyone, is going to look vastly different. The Cowboys are heading for a fucking shit show.
Are they heading not even for like a rebuild, just like a tank. Like they're gonna.
Well, I think in Jerry Jones' mind, because he's fucking senile, as you mentioned.
He is senile.
He's not like he's just not building it properly. And there's a reason the Cowboys can't get over the fucking hump. And it's the way he builds a team. He is your GM. So, like I said, best move for the Cowboys would be him croaking this offseason, but they are heading for an absolute shit show of the type rebuild because Dak's probably going to leave. CD, they're going to give an extension. They're going to have to figure out their fucking quarterback position. You're going to have Micah there, and then you're probably going to have Mike McCarthy gone.
They're finding a quarterback. They got Trey Lance.
Good point. Niner dog.
Yep. Niner legend, Trey Lance. Yep.
So, yeah, I think the Cowboys are the only real loser in free agency. It's just hands down.
Well, yeah, I mean, they were the last team to sign this person, right, in free agency.
Who the fuck have they even signed?
I don't even know.
Like, have the Cowboys signed anyone? Have the Cowboys done anything?
I think Jerry Jones was just taking a nap or something the whole time.
I just don't understand it because they were performing so well last year and they were close, and you'd think, like, okay, they lose Tony Pollard. Maybe we get Derrick Henry. You saw Derrick Henry said they didn't even make an offer.
Royce Freeman.
Oh, their one signing was Royce Freeman. Congrats on Royce Freeman.
Bro.
That's their one signing this offseason?
You could have had Derrick Henry.
Eric Kendricks washed up.
Oh,
Congrats.
yeah. Bro, Derrick Henry literally said he wanted to go to the Cowboys. They didn't even reach out.
That's so stupid.
What the fuck?
No, but they got Deuce Vaughn.
Yeah, they do.
No, they literally.
Yeah, but
they have Tycho waiting in the backfield for him, bro.
Tycho's. The Cowboys are losers. The Cowboys are losers. I got nothing else to say.
No, you are, Tycho.
I wonder what Felipe would say if he was here, but he would probably agree.
Call him. No, wait. Call Felipe right now. See what he'd say.
We got to wrap up this episode.
Yeah. I'm curious if you call Felipe, be like, yo, how would you grade the Cowboys offseason?
Let's see if he answers. By the way, in Brazil, keep that in mind.
Did a light just go off?
Did a light?
Oh, floor light.
Floor light.
See ya.
Let's see if Felipe answers. We're calling Felipe right now. I doubt he answers. Keep in mind, hates us. Yeah. I don't think he's going to answer. I'll be honest. He doesn't really like us very much.
Never has.
No. Definitely not going to answer.
He's probably very confused, too, if he sees the face.
I think it's, fun fact, I didn't realize it was only like an hour difference.
Yeah, hour ahead. Only 1 hour.
I didn't realize
That's why he can do all his work there.
I didn't realize. So he's not going to answer
he's
us.
Probably at the pool in Brazil.
Yeah,
out.
He's call. Okay, unavailable. God damn it. Okay.
Well, Felipe, you had the one chance to defend yourself, pal.
Cowboys losers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, good first episode.
Dude, I got used to you yelling again. That's
I got fired up a little bit. My armpits are sweaty.
Yeah, mine.
But as we begin to wrap up, reminder, we will have an episode come out Wednesday.
We will.
We are also going to do a round 1 NFL draft live stream. So
I will not be.
You will not be, but I will be hosting it in this studio. I have
a wedding, so
congrats, by the way, on getting married.
Yep.
So we'll be doing that. So that'll happen Thursday night for the first round of the draft. So make sure to tune into that on TikTok. That'll be a TikTok live. I'll be running that. And then 2 promotions we're running with Betr as our first week has begun here.
What are those promotions?
Those 2 promotions are $250 no sweater first Betr. So that means the first 100 people that sign up using promo code CAPSOFF will be able to get a $250 no sweater first Betr. And if you just don't know what that means, it's just we're matching up to $250 of your first deposit back.
Yeah, simple enough.
That's a big one. And then lastly, free-to-play game, right? So if you go into the Betr app right now, answer all 8 questions correctly about the draft that is happening on Thursday, you will have a chance to win $10,000. That's a lot of fucking money. Right? So more than, less than, half nails painted for Caleb Williams. How many quarterbacks will get drafted in the first 5 picks? All these, Jack and I made these questions. So if you go into the Betr app right now, play the free-to-play game, you can win up to $10,000 if you answer more or less than on all the correct questions for the NFL draft. So those are our 2 promotions we're running. First 100 people, no sweater, $250, and free-to-play game. What'd I miss? Anything?
I think that's it.
Yeah, free to play. Anyone can play. Anyone can play. Free to play.
It's free.
But hey, it was a good first episode. I'm happy we're back.
We'll see
you Wednesday, I guess.
Yeah.
Wednesday, cafeteria. Bye.